Resilience, Bouncing Back Stronger from Adversity. Chapter 1. The Power of Resilience. Understanding resilience. Life is filled with challenges, some expected, others completely unforeseen. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, a career setback, or an unexpected personal struggle, adversity is an inevitable part of the human experience. The difference between those who thrive and those who falter in the face of adversity often comes down to one key factor: resilience. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship, rather, it is the ability to adapt and recover in the face of adversity. It's a quality that allows individuals to maintain their mental and emotional well-being, even in the most difficult circumstances. Resilience isn't an innate trait reserved for a select few, it is a skill that can be cultivated over time, much like any other. At its core, resilience is about how we respond to challenges. It's not about being unaffected by hardship, but rather about bouncing back, stronger and more capable of navigating future obstacles. In this chapter, we will explore the foundational concept of resilience, why it matters, and how you can start building this essential skill in your own life. Why resilience matters in challenging times. In times of crisis, resilience serves as a buffer against the negative impact of stress and adversity. It allows us to persevere when the road ahead feels uncertain, and it enables us to see opportunities for growth amidst setbacks. Whether you're facing personal grief, a financial setback, or a professional challenge, resilience can help you move through hardship with strength and clarity. Research shows that resilient individuals tend to experience lower levels of depression, anxiety, and overall stress. They are better able to cope with trauma, recover from setbacks, and maintain healthier relationships. This is not to say that resilient people don't experience pain or hardship, rather, they experience it with a sense of hope and belief in their ability to overcome it. Resilience also plays a crucial role in how we process failure. In a world that values success, failure can feel devastating, but resilient individuals view failure not as an end, but as an opportunity for learning and growth. They embrace mistakes, adjust their approach, and try again, often emerging stronger and more capable. For example, consider the story of Thomas Edison, the inventor of the electric light bulb. Edison faced repeated failures throughout his career, including more than 1,000 unsuccessful attempts to invent a practical light bulb. But instead of giving up, he embraced each failure as part of the learning process. His resilience allowed him to eventually succeed, lighting the way for future generations. Real-life stories of overcoming adversity. Resilience is not just a theoretical concept, it's a real and powerful force that has been demonstrated time and time again by individuals around the world. Let's take a look at a few real-life stories of people who have overcome adversity and exemplified the true meaning of resilience. The story of Malala Yousafzai. Malala Yousafzai's story is a powerful example of resilience in the face of violence and oppression. Malala, a Pakistani activist for female education, was shot by the Taliban in 2012 for advocating for girls' rights to education. After surviving the assassination attempt, Malala not only recovered physically but also continued her work as a global advocate for education. Her resilience allowed her to turn a tragic experience into a powerful mission, ultimately earning her the Nobel Peace Prize at the age of 17. The journey of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela's life is a testament to the strength of resilience. After being imprisoned for 27 years for his opposition to apartheid in South Africa, Mandela emerged from prison not with bitterness and anger, but with a vision for peace and reconciliation. His resilience helped him navigate the immense hardships of imprisonment, and it ultimately guided him in leading South Africa through a peaceful transition to democracy. These stories are powerful reminders that resilience doesn't just help people survive difficult times, it helps them transcend their struggles and create lasting change in their lives and in the world around them. What does resilience look like in everyday life? While the stories of Malala Yousafzai and Nelson Mandela may seem extraordinary, resilience can also be seen in the everyday struggles of ordinary people. Consider the parent who balances work, family, and personal health while navigating financial challenges. Think of the person who faces health issues but refuses to let them define their life, continuing to pursue their passions and goals despite physical limitations. Or the individual who, after a career setback, uses the opportunity to pivot and create a new path for themselves. Resilience is the ability to maintain a sense of purpose, even in the face of uncertainty. It's the strength to adapt and change when things don't go according to plan, and it's the determination to move forward even when the path ahead feels unclear. Resilience is not about avoiding adversity, but about confronting it with courage and confidence. Building resilience, a skill you can cultivate. The good news is that resilience is not something you're born with, it's a skill that can be learned and strengthened. Just like any other muscle in the body, resilience grows stronger with practice. In the coming chapters, we will explore specific strategies that can help you cultivate resilience, including mindfulness, emotional agility, the power of purpose, and the importance of community support. As we begin this journey toward building resilience, it's important to recognize that setbacks will inevitably come. But each challenge offers an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become more resilient. The key is to approach each setback not as a defeat, but as a chance to become a stronger version of yourself. Reflection. Take a moment to reflect on a time when you faced a significant challenge. How did you respond? What strategies did you use to cope? Did you view the situation as an opportunity for growth, or did it feel like an insurmountable obstacle? By reflecting on past experiences, you can begin to recognize your own resilience and identify areas where you can continue to build and strengthen this essential skill. Key takeaways. Resilience is the ability to bounce back and adapt in the face of adversity. It is not about avoiding hardship, but about navigating it with strength, purpose, and clarity. Resilience is a skill that can be cultivated, and it plays a crucial role in how we respond to failure and adversity. Real-life examples, like those of Malala Yousafzai and Nelson Mandela, show that resilience can help individuals not only survive but thrive through difficult times. As we move forward in this book, you'll discover practical tools and strategies to help you build and nurture resilience, empowering you to face any challenge that comes your way with confidence and strength. Chapter 2. The Science of Resilience, How Our Brains Handle Stress. The Role of Neuroplasticity in Building Resilience. At the heart of resilience lies the incredible capacity of the human brain to adapt, learn, and recover from adversity. This capacity is known as neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This process is fundamental to resilience because it allows us to change the way we think, feel, and respond to challenges, even after facing significant stress or trauma. Neuroplasticity is not just about recovering from hardship, it's about learning from it. When we encounter a setback or challenge, the brain's neural networks are activated, and with practice, these networks can be rewired to help us respond more effectively in the future. This is especially important when developing resilience because it means that the more we face adversity and persevere, the stronger our ability to cope and thrive in similar situations becomes. For instance, when you experience failure or disappointment, your brain releases stress hormones, such as cortisol, that can make you feel overwhelmed. However, with intentional strategies like mindfulness or positive thinking, you can reframe these experiences, reducing the impact of those stress hormones over time. In doing so, you effectively teach your brain to handle stress better, creating new, more adaptive responses. Through neuroplasticity, resilience isn't just something that happens when you're in a crisis. It's a skill that deepens with practice and reflection, strengthening your ability to bounce back even when the odds seem stacked against you. The biology of stress and recovery. Stress is an unavoidable part of life, but its impact on the body and mind doesn't have to be destructive. The stress response is governed by the autonomic nervous system and can be divided into two parts: the sympathetic nervous system, SNS, and the parasympathetic nervous system, PNS. The SNS triggers the fight-or-flight response, preparing the body to face an immediate threat by releasing adrenaline and cortisol. The PNS, on the other hand, activates the rest and digest response, helping the body calm down and recover after the stressor has passed. In moments of adversity, our bodies are designed to react quickly and powerfully. However, when stress becomes chronic or overwhelming, the prolonged release of cortisol can impair cognitive function, weaken the immune system, and increase the risk of mental health issues like anxiety and depression. This is where resilience comes in, those who can effectively manage their stress response have a higher chance of recovering from setbacks and preventing long-term damage to their health. Building resilience means learning to manage stress and recover from it efficiently. This can be achieved by incorporating relaxation techniques, exercise, and healthy habits into your life. When you engage in activities that activate the PNS, such as deep breathing, meditation, or spending time in nature, you allow your body to return to a balanced state, reducing the physical and emotional toll of stress. The more you practice these recovery strategies, the quicker you'll bounce back from future stressors. How to train your brain for tough times. While some people may seem naturally resilient, research shows that resilience is a skill that can be cultivated. Just like physical fitness, mental resilience is enhanced by regular practice and intentional effort. Here are a few key strategies to help train your brain to navigate adversity with strength and adaptability. 1. Mindfulness and present moment awareness. One of the most effective ways to train the brain to handle stress is through mindfulness. When you practice mindfulness, you intentionally bring your focus to the present moment without judgment. This can help you manage overwhelming emotions and reduce anxiety, which often stems from thinking too much about the past or worrying about the future. Research has shown that mindfulness meditation can change the structure of the brain, increasing gray matter in regions related to emotional regulation and decreasing the size of the amygdala, the brain's fear center. Over time, mindfulness allows you to respond to stressful situations with greater clarity and calmness rather than reacting impulsively or emotionally. To incorporate mindfulness into your life, start with simple practices like focusing on your breath for a few minutes each day, noticing the sensations in your body, or observing your thoughts without judgment. These small moments of mindfulness can help you build mental resilience by allowing you to remain grounded in times of adversity. 2. Cognitive reframing, changing your perspective. Your thoughts have a profound impact on your ability to handle stress. When faced with a setback or challenge, your brain may automatically default to negative thinking patterns, such as catastrophizing or self-doubt. However, you can retrain your brain by practicing cognitive reframing, which involves changing the way you perceive a situation. For example, instead of seeing a job loss as a devastating event, you can reframe it as an opportunity to explore new career paths, develop new skills, or pursue a passion. By focusing on the potential for growth and learning, you shift your mindset from one of helplessness to one of empowerment. This positive reframing helps the brain focus on solutions, rather than staying stuck in the problem. 3. Building emotional agility. Resilient people don't just push through adversity, they develop the ability to experience and process their emotions in a healthy way. Emotional agility is the ability to be aware of and accept your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. This means acknowledging feelings like fear, sadness, or frustration without letting them dictate your actions. To build emotional agility, practice recognizing your emotions and labeling them. For example, when you feel stressed, you might say to yourself, "I'm feeling anxious right now, and that's okay." This simple acknowledgement creates space between the emotion and your reaction, giving you the opportunity to choose a more measured response. The role of sleep and nutrition in building resilience. Your brain needs adequate sleep and proper nutrition to function at its best. When you're well rested and nourished, your body is better equipped to handle stress and recover from adversity. Chronic sleep deprivation and poor nutrition can weaken your resilience by impairing cognitive function, emotional regulation, and immune function. To optimize your resilience, prioritize a regular sleep schedule, 7 to 9 hours per night, and a balanced diet rich in whole foods, including vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Regular physical exercise also boosts brain health by improving mood, increasing energy, and reducing stress. Putting it all together, building resilience is a dynamic process that involves both mental and physical practices. By understanding the science behind stress and the brain's ability to adapt, you can begin to implement strategies that strengthen your resilience. Mindfulness, cognitive reframing, emotional agility, and healthy lifestyle choices all work together to improve how you respond to life's challenges. The more you train your brain to handle adversity, the more resilient you will become. Over time, this process will not only help you bounce back from setbacks, it will also empower you to face future challenges with confidence, clarity, and strength. Reflection. Think about a recent stressful experience. How did your brain and body react? Did you fall into negative thinking patterns or experience physical tension? What steps could you take to manage your stress more effectively in the future? By becoming aware of your current stress response, you can begin to practice the strategies in this chapter and build your brain's resilience for the challenges ahead. Key takeaways. Neuroplasticity allows your brain to adapt and recover from adversity, making resilience a skill that can be cultivated over time. Stress activates the body's fight-or-flight response, but resilience helps you manage stress and recover effectively. Training your brain through mindfulness, cognitive reframing, and emotional agility strengthens resilience and helps you respond more effectively to adversity. Proper sleep, nutrition, and exercise are essential for building mental and emotional resilience, as they enhance brain function and stress recovery. As you continue to build your resilience, remember that each small effort, whether it's practicing mindfulness or reframing a negative thought, adds up to long-lasting change. The more you train your brain, the stronger your resilience will become. Chapter 3. Mindfulness, staying grounded in the present moment. The power of mindfulness in building emotional strength. Mindfulness, at its core, is the practice of paying full attention to the present moment in a non-judgmental way. In the midst of adversity, when stress and overwhelming emotions can cloud your mind, mindfulness is a powerful tool that can help you regain control and foster emotional strength. It encourages you to experience life as it is right now, without being weighed down by the past or consumed by the future. Research shows that mindfulness has a profound impact on both the body and the brain. By practicing mindfulness, we strengthen areas of the brain associated with emotional regulation, such as the prefrontal cortex, while reducing activity in the amygdala, the brain's fear center. This shift enables us to better manage stress, anxiety, and negative emotions, promoting a state of calm and clarity even in the face of adversity. When you are mindful, you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions as they arise, which gives you the opportunity to respond rather than react. Instead of being at the mercy of your emotional impulses or automatic reactions to stress, you can choose a more balanced and thoughtful response. In challenging situations, this can make all the difference in how you navigate adversity and bounce back. By staying grounded in the present moment, mindfulness helps you develop greater emotional resilience, equipping you to face setbacks with a clearer perspective and a stronger sense of self. The more you practice mindfulness, the more equipped you become to weather life's storms, not by avoiding the emotions that arise, but by observing them, understanding them, and learning how to move forward with them. Simple mindfulness practices to cultivate resilience. The good news is that mindfulness doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily life can be as simple as taking a few moments each day to pause, breathe, and reconnect with the present moment. Here are several mindfulness practices you can try to strengthen your resilience. 1. Focused breathing. One of the simplest and most effective mindfulness practices is focused breathing. By concentrating on your breath, you can calm your mind and body, reducing stress and enhancing your emotional well-being. When we're overwhelmed, our breath often becomes shallow and rapid, signaling that we're in a state of anxiety or panic. Focused breathing helps to counteract this, activating the body's relaxation response. To practice focused breathing, find a comfortable seat or lie down. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, and exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. Repeat this for several minutes, gently bringing your attention back to your breath if your mind begins to wander. This practice not only calms your body but also trains your mind to stay grounded and present during stressful moments. 2. Body scan meditation. A body scan meditation is a mindfulness practice that involves paying attention to physical sensations in your body, helping you become more attuned to how you feel in the present moment. This practice promotes relaxation and helps reduce tension, stress, and anxiety, all of which are common during difficult times. To practice a body scan, lie down or sit in a comfortable position. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Start by focusing your attention on your toes, noticing any sensations, whether they're warm, cool, tense, or relaxed. Gradually move your attention up your body, from your feet to your head, noticing sensations in each area. If you notice tension or discomfort, simply acknowledge it without judgment, and breathe into that area. Complete the scan by taking a few deep breaths and noticing how your body feels as a whole. The body scan helps you develop greater awareness of your physical and emotional states, allowing you to release tension and build resilience by nurturing a strong mind-body connection. 3. Mindful walking. Mindful walking is a practice that involves walking slowly and paying close attention to the sensations of movement. It's a great way to introduce mindfulness into your routine, especially if you have trouble sitting still for meditation. By focusing on the rhythm of your footsteps and the environment around you, you engage your senses and become more aware of your thoughts and feelings. To practice mindful walking, find a quiet space, ideally outdoors or somewhere with minimal distractions. Start walking slowly, paying attention to how each step feels, the sensation of your feet touching the ground, the movement of your legs, the feeling of the air around you. If your mind begins to wander, gently bring your focus back to the sensation of walking. Let yourself be present with the environment, noticing the sights, sounds, and smells around you. Mindful walking is particularly helpful during stressful moments, when you need a break from overwhelming emotions. It gives you an opportunity to reset and return to the present moment, offering a break from anxious or negative thoughts. Managing anxiety and overwhelm through focused awareness. Life's challenges often lead to anxiety and a sense of overwhelm, making it difficult to stay focused or maintain a clear perspective. Mindfulness offers a valuable antidote to these feelings, helping you manage anxiety by focusing your awareness on what's happening right now. When you're anxious, it's common to focus on the worst-case scenario or dwell on the uncertainty of the future. This amplifies stress and diminishes your sense of control. By practicing mindfulness, you can break the cycle of worry and stay rooted in the present moment, where your power lies. The RAIN method. One of the most effective mindfulness tools for managing anxiety and overwhelm is the RAIN method. This technique helps you work through difficult emotions by encouraging awareness, acceptance, and compassion. RAIN stands for recognize, acknowledge what you are feeling. Are you anxious, overwhelmed, or fearful? Simply noticing the emotion can bring relief and reduce its intensity. Accept, allow yourself to feel the emotion without judgment. Instead of trying to avoid or suppress the emotion, let it be there. Acceptance doesn't mean you agree with it, it means you acknowledge it as part of the experience. Investigate, explore the emotion with curiosity. Where do you feel it in your body? What thoughts are associated with it? What does it want to tell you? By investigating, you separate yourself from the emotion and begin to see it more objectively. Nurture, offer yourself compassion. Say to yourself, it's okay to feel this way. I'm doing the best I can. Giving yourself kindness in difficult moments can reduce stress and promote resilience. By using the RAIN method, you can confront your feelings in a mindful, gentle way, allowing them to pass without being overwhelmed or consumed by them. The long-term benefits of mindfulness for resilience. The more consistently you practice mindfulness, the more it becomes integrated into your daily life, enhancing your ability to face adversity. Over time, mindfulness trains your brain to respond with greater emotional balance, helping you to maintain perspective during challenging moments and recover more quickly from setbacks. The long-term benefits of mindfulness include improved emotional regulation. By practicing mindfulness, you develop greater awareness of your emotions and learn to manage them effectively, preventing emotional reactions from taking over. Reduced stress and anxiety. Mindfulness calms the nervous system, reducing the body's stress response and fostering a sense of inner peace. Increased self-compassion. Mindfulness encourages a non-judgmental attitude toward yourself, which promotes self-compassion and strengthens resilience. Enhanced focus and clarity. By training your mind to stay focused on the present moment, mindfulness improves cognitive function, making it easier to make clear decisions and navigate challenges with a calm mind. Putting mindfulness into practice. To build resilience through mindfulness, start by committing to a regular practice. Whether you choose to meditate for a few minutes each day, practice mindful walking, or simply take breaks to focus on your breath throughout the day, consistency is key. Over time, mindfulness will become a natural part of your life, helping you stay grounded and resilient no matter what life throws your way. Reflection. Think about a recent moment when you felt overwhelmed or stressed. How did you react? Were you able to stay present, or did you become caught up in anxious thoughts about the future or past? Consider how mindfulness could have helped you manage your emotions more effectively. Start by integrating one simple mindfulness practice into your routine this week, and notice how it impacts your ability to stay resilient in the face of challenges. Key takeaways. Mindfulness helps you stay grounded in the present moment, fostering emotional resilience and reducing stress. Simple practices such as focused breathing, body scans, and mindful walking can help you develop greater awareness and emotional strength. The RAIN method is an effective tool for managing anxiety and overwhelm by encouraging recognition, acceptance, investigation, and self-compassion. With regular practice, mindfulness enhances emotional regulation, self-compassion, and cognitive clarity, helping you face adversity with greater resilience. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily life will strengthen your ability to respond to challenges calmly and thoughtfully, building the emotional resilience needed to navigate even the toughest situations. Chapter 4. Building Emotional Agility, Embracing Difficult Emotions. Understanding Emotional Resilience. Resilience isn't just about how we bounce back from adversity, it also involves how we manage and make sense of the emotions that arise during challenging times. Emotions are powerful signals that provide important information about our inner world. However, when we're faced with difficult situations, these emotions can overwhelm us, cloud our judgment, and make it harder to cope effectively. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt to, recover from, and thrive despite experiencing negative or intense emotions. It's the skill of managing emotional responses in a way that doesn't lead to destructive behaviors or overreaction. Instead of avoiding or suppressing difficult emotions, emotional resilience encourages us to face them head-on, understand them, and use them as a foundation for growth. When we build emotional resilience, we become more capable of withstanding emotional pain and stress without letting them derail us. This doesn't mean we stop feeling negative emotions, but rather that we develop the tools to process and respond to them in healthy ways. Just as physical strength requires practice and effort, emotional strength develops through awareness, practice, and intention. Strategies for identifying and processing emotions. The first step in building emotional agility is becoming more attuned to your emotions. In the midst of adversity, emotions can rise and fall rapidly, often catching us off guard. But by learning to identify and process them, we gain greater control over our emotional landscape. 1. Naming your emotions. One of the simplest but most powerful tools for processing emotions is simply naming them. The act of identifying what you're feeling, whether it's anger, sadness, frustration, or fear, can help you create a sense of clarity and control over what might otherwise feel like a chaotic internal experience. When you name your emotions, it allows you to step back and separate yourself from the feeling itself. Instead of saying, "I am anxious," try saying, "I am feeling anxious right now." This small shift helps you acknowledge the emotion without letting it define you. By identifying emotions as they arise, you also begin to understand their triggers. This awareness helps you respond more skillfully in the future, recognizing patterns that may offer insight into your emotional needs. 2. Allowing yourself to feel. Another crucial aspect of emotional resilience is allowing yourself to experience emotions fully, without rushing to suppress or deny them. In our fast-paced world, many people are conditioned to push negative feelings aside in an attempt to stay strong. However, avoiding or numbing emotions only leads to emotional buildup, which can be harmful over time. Allowing yourself to feel does not mean wallowing in negativity, it simply means accepting that emotions are a natural and valuable part of the human experience. When we resist emotions, we prolong our suffering. But when we lean into them, we can process and release them more effectively. Take time to be with your emotions without judgment. If you're feeling sad, angry, or overwhelmed, sit with that feeling for a few minutes. Ask yourself questions like, "What is this emotion trying to tell me?" Or "What do I need right now?" These questions help you gain insight and help you release the emotional grip they might have on you. 3. Reframing negative emotions. A powerful aspect of emotional resilience is the ability to reframe negative emotions into something useful. Instead of seeing negative emotions as obstacles, try to view them as signals for growth. For example, fear can highlight areas where you need more preparation or where there's a risk, but it can also serve as motivation to act. Anger can signal that your values are being violated, which may prompt you to take action in a more constructive way. Sadness can indicate a loss or unmet need, and can be the catalyst for seeking support or making changes in your life. By reframing emotions as opportunities to learn about yourself and your needs, you can shift your mindset from one of resistance to one of growth. This doesn't mean you deny or diminish your emotions, but instead, you honor them by viewing them as valuable information that can help guide you. 4. Engaging in self-reflection. Self-reflection is a cornerstone of emotional resilience. By regularly reflecting on your emotional experiences, you gain insights into what triggers certain feelings, how you respond to them, and how you can manage them better in the future. Journaling is an excellent tool for self-reflection, as it helps you track your emotions and identify patterns over time. After experiencing a difficult emotion, try to reflect on the following questions. What was happening at the time that triggered this emotion? How did I respond to the emotion? Was it helpful or harmful? What can I learn from this experience to handle similar situations in the future? By engaging in this kind of reflective practice, you create a cycle of emotional learning that strengthens your ability to manage future challenges with greater emotional agility. Transforming negative emotions into fuel for growth. One of the most powerful aspects of emotional resilience is the ability to transform negative emotions into sources of strength and motivation. While it's natural to feel overwhelmed or defeated in the face of adversity, it's important to remember that emotions, even negative ones, do not need to be obstacles, they can be catalysts for positive change. 1. Turning setbacks into opportunities. When faced with a setback or a difficult emotion, try reframing the situation as an opportunity for personal growth. Instead of thinking, "I failed" or "this is too hard," consider, "What can I learn from this experience?" or "How can this challenge help me grow stronger?" Adversity, though painful, often forces us to reevaluate our priorities, sharpen our skills, and develop new perspectives. By embracing these opportunities for growth, you not only build emotional resilience, but also increase your capacity to handle future challenges with greater strength and clarity. 2. Channeling emotions into action. Negative emotions often signal that something needs to change. Rather than getting stuck in feelings of anger, fear, or sadness, consider how you can use these emotions as fuel for positive action. For example, if you feel angry about an injustice, channel that energy into advocating for change. If you feel sadness over a loss, use that emotion as motivation to reconnect with your values or invest in self-care. If you feel fear about the future, allow that fear to push you toward planning, taking small steps, and building confidence in your ability to cope. Emotions are often powerful motivators. By shifting your focus from reacting to your feelings to taking intentional action, you can harness the energy of negative emotions to create meaningful change in your life. The role of emotional resilience in long-term success. Building emotional resilience is not a quick fix, it's an ongoing practice that evolves over time. The more you develop the ability to identify, process, and transform your emotions, the more equipped you become to handle adversity in the future. Emotional agility allows you to ride the waves of life's challenges without being overwhelmed. It enables you to weather the storms, learn from your experiences, and keep moving forward. As you build emotional resilience, you also develop the ability to thrive under pressure, turning obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. Reflection. Take a moment to reflect on a time in your life when you encountered a significant setback or emotional challenge. How did you react to the emotions that arose during that time? What would you do differently now, with the strategies outlined in this chapter? Think about how you can apply these emotional agility practices to your current challenges, using your emotions as powerful allies in your resilience journey. Key takeaways. Emotional resilience involves the ability to face and process difficult emotions without letting them control or overwhelm you. Identifying and naming your emotions is the first step in building emotional resilience. Allowing yourself to feel emotions, reframing them as opportunities for growth, and using self-reflection can help you process emotions in healthy ways. By transforming negative emotions into fuel for action, you can turn adversity into a catalyst for personal growth and success. Emotional resilience is a lifelong practice that strengthens your ability to navigate life's challenges and emerge stronger. By embracing emotional agility, you gain the freedom to move through life with greater ease, resilience, and strength. Chapter 5. Community Support, Strength and Connection. The importance of social networks and resilience. When facing adversity, it's easy to feel isolated. Challenges, whether they're personal, professional, or emotional, often create a sense of being alone in our struggles. But the truth is, resilience is rarely a solo endeavor. One of the most powerful factors in building resilience is the support we receive from our communities, our family, friends, colleagues, and even acquaintances. Humans are social creatures, and our well-being is deeply interconnected with the relationships we have with others. When we're struggling, having a strong support system can make all the difference in how we navigate adversity. Studies have shown that individuals with strong social connections tend to have better mental health, lower stress levels, and a higher capacity to cope with life's challenges. In fact, social support is often considered one of the most important protective factors for mental health. Community support helps in a number of ways. Emotional support provides comfort and understanding when we feel vulnerable. Practical support can offer tangible assistance, like help with daily tasks or resources to get through tough situations. Social support boosts our sense of belonging and reduces feelings of loneliness. By fostering meaningful relationships and knowing how to lean on others in times of need, we not only increase our chances of resilience, but also nurture the strength of those around us. How to cultivate supportive relationships. Not all relationships are equally supportive, so it's important to cultivate those that truly enhance our resilience. Building a network of people who are there for you in good times and bad requires intention, trust, and reciprocity. Here are some strategies to help you cultivate supportive relationships. 1. Invest in your relationships. Building a supportive community doesn't happen overnight. It requires time and energy. Just as you would nurture any skill or habit, make time to nurture your relationships. This means being present in conversations, actively listening, and being there for others when they need support, even if it's in small, everyday ways. 2. Communicate your needs. It's important to express what you need from your relationships, particularly when you're going through difficult times. Many people want to help but don't know how, so it's essential to communicate clearly. Whether you need a listening ear, practical help, or emotional support, being honest about your needs allows others to show up for you in meaningful ways. 3. Be open to vulnerability. Vulnerability is a key component of building trust and deepening relationships. It's not always easy to let down your guard and show others your struggles, but vulnerability allows for genuine connection. When you open up about your challenges, you not only create space for others to support you, but you also invite them to share their experiences, which fosters mutual empathy and understanding. 4. Create a circle of trust. While it's important to have a wide range of social connections, it's even more crucial to have a close-knit group of people you can rely on when the going gets tough. Identify individuals who consistently show care, support, and respect for your boundaries. These trusted people form your circle of support, and they'll help you weather storms with compassion and understanding. 5. Nurture your relationships over time. Resilience is built on lasting connections, not just temporary fixes. Regularly check in with your friends and loved ones, whether it's with a simple message, phone call, or face-to-face interaction. Lifelong relationships don't develop in a vacuum, they need ongoing care and attention. By investing in these connections, you'll have a network of people who are there for you when you need them most. Finding help in vulnerability. Asking for support and offering it. Many people struggle with asking for help, believing that doing so will make them appear weak or burdensome. However, asking for support when you need it is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength. It takes courage and self-awareness to recognize when you need help and to reach out to others. 1. Overcoming the fear of asking for help. One of the biggest barriers to asking for support is the fear of being judged or rejected. We may worry that our friends or family will see us as incapable or needy. But in reality, most people feel honored to help those they care about, and offering support strengthens relationships. Start small by asking for assistance with something minor, and work your way up to more significant needs. You might find that asking for help deepens the bond between you and the other person, building trust and enhancing your sense of community. 2. Offering support to others. Resilience is not just about receiving support, it's also about offering it. When you provide emotional, practical, or even just moral support to others, you strengthen your own resilience. Helping others creates a sense of purpose and belonging, which can, in turn, make you more resilient in the face of your own challenges. When someone asks for help, be present and non-judgmental. Offering a listening ear, a helping hand, or simply validating their experience is powerful. Not only does this help the other person feel supported, but it also reinforces your own sense of connection and empathy. 3. Learning to give and receive support equally. Resilience doesn't work if it's one-sided. True community support requires mutual respect and reciprocity. It's not only about receiving help, but also about being open to giving. By being both a receiver and a giver of support, you create a balanced, sustainable network that you can count on during tough times. The role of online communities and support groups. While in-person relationships are vital, online communities can also play an important role in building resilience, especially when physical distance or other barriers prevent face-to-face interaction. Online support groups, forums, and social media networks allow you to connect with people who share similar experiences, challenges, and goals. In some cases, online communities provide anonymity and a sense of safety for people who might not feel comfortable sharing their struggles in person. These platforms can offer validation, advice, and solidarity, helping you feel less isolated and more connected to others. Whether through dedicated support groups or casual online networks, the power of shared experience can be a key resource in building resilience. The power of giving back, strengthening resilience through service. One of the most profound ways to build community support and enhance resilience is by helping others. Engaging in volunteer work, offering your time and resources to those in need, or supporting a cause can provide a sense of purpose and connection. Helping others shifts your focus from your own challenges to the needs of others, and this selflessness often brings a deeper sense of fulfillment and strength. When you give back, you not only help others heal and grow, but you also contribute to the collective resilience of your community. In times of crisis, people often come together to support one another. By contributing to the well-being of others, you strengthen the bonds that allow everyone to grow stronger in the face of adversity. Reflection. Think about the people in your life who have supported you during tough times. What qualities made them a strong support? How did their help strengthen your resilience? On the flip side, consider how you have been able to offer support to others. How did that experience influence your own sense of strength and connection? What steps can you take to nurture your support system moving forward? Key takeaways. Social connections are crucial for building resilience, providing emotional support, practical assistance, and a sense of belonging. Cultivating supportive relationships requires intentional effort, clear communication, and vulnerability. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness, and it fosters trust and connection in relationships. Supporting others strengthens your own resilience and creates a balanced, reciprocal network of support. Online communities and service-oriented work can also play an important role in building resilience and fostering connection. By investing in relationships and giving back to your community, you create a foundation of strength to draw upon in times of adversity. Community support is not just a luxury, it's a necessity for resilience. As we build strong, supportive networks, we are better equipped to face life's challenges and grow stronger in the process. Chapter 6. Self-compassion, treating yourself with kindness. The role of self-compassion in overcoming setbacks. In a world that often emphasizes achievement, success, and perfection, it can be easy to forget the importance of kindness, especially toward ourselves. When faced with setbacks or challenges, our inner dialogue is often filled with criticism, self-doubt, and harsh judgments. We may tell ourselves that we should have done better, that we're not strong enough, or that we've failed in some fundamental way. However, this type of self-criticism only makes it harder to bounce back from adversity. It drains our energy, undermines our confidence, and keeps us stuck in a cycle of shame and regret. That's where self-compassion comes in. Rather than beating ourselves up in the face of failure, self-compassion teaches us to treat ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and support we would offer a close friend. Self-compassion isn't about excusing mistakes or avoiding responsibility for our actions. It's about accepting that we are imperfect and that setbacks are a natural part of life. It's about being gentle with ourselves during times of struggle, acknowledging our pain without judgment, and offering the same love and care that we would to others in similar circumstances. Research has shown that self-compassion is strongly linked to greater resilience. When we practice self-compassion, we are better able to manage stress, recover from setbacks, and maintain a positive outlook despite challenges. By treating ourselves with kindness, we give ourselves permission to be human, and to learn from our experiences rather than be defined by them. How to practice self-compassion in difficult moments. Self-compassion is a skill that can be cultivated with practice. While it may feel unfamiliar or even uncomfortable at first, the more we practice self-compassion, the easier it becomes to integrate into our daily lives. Here are some steps you can take to start practicing self-compassion in difficult moments. 1. Acknowledge your pain. The first step in practicing self-compassion is to acknowledge your emotional pain. Whether you're feeling stressed, anxious, disappointed, or heartbroken, it's important to recognize and accept those emotions without trying to suppress them or push them aside. Giving yourself permission to feel allows you to process your emotions in a healthy way and reduces the emotional burden you may be carrying. When you experience difficult emotions, try saying to yourself, "This is really hard right now. It's okay to feel this way." This simple acknowledgement can help you break free from the cycle of self-judgment and give you the space to heal. 2. Speak to yourself like a friend. One of the hallmarks of self-compassion is treating yourself with the same kindness you would show to a friend who is struggling. If a friend came to you, feeling down or disappointed, you would likely offer words of encouragement, understanding, and support. But how often do you offer those same words to yourself? When you're going through a tough time, try to talk to yourself in a gentle, supportive tone. Instead of thinking, "Why can't I get it together?" try replacing it with something like, "It's okay to struggle sometimes. I'm doing the best I can." Practicing this compassionate self-talk helps shift your perspective and fosters emotional healing. 3. Mindfully accept imperfection. We all have moments of failure or imperfection, and that's perfectly normal. When we're in the midst of a setback, it's easy to think that we are somehow inadequate or unworthy. However, self-compassion encourages us to see our imperfections as part of the human experience, rather than as a reflection of our value. Instead of criticizing yourself for not being perfect, try embracing your flaws with compassion. Remind yourself that no one is perfect, and it's okay to make mistakes. Embrace the idea that imperfection is not a failure, it's an opportunity for growth and learning. 4. Practice self-care. Self-compassion is not just about words or thoughts, it's also about taking action to nurture your well-being. This can include physical self-care, like getting enough sleep, eating nourishing food, or engaging in exercise. It also includes emotional self-care, such as taking time for relaxation, doing something that brings you joy, or spending time with people who make you feel safe and supported. When you're feeling overwhelmed, ask yourself, "What do I need right now to feel cared for and supported?" This simple question can help you prioritize your needs and take steps toward healing. 5. Practice self-forgiveness. One of the most challenging aspects of self-compassion is learning to forgive ourselves. We often hold on to guilt and regret, which can prevent us from moving forward and embracing new opportunities. However, self-compassion invites us to release this burden by practicing self-forgiveness. Forgiving yourself means letting go of past mistakes and choosing to move forward with an open heart. It's about recognizing that you did the best you could with the knowledge and resources available at the time. To practice self-forgiveness, try saying to yourself, "I forgive myself for what happened. I am learning and growing from this experience." This can help you break free from the past and make space for new possibilities. Developing a growth mindset to embrace mistakes as lessons. Self-compassion and a growth mindset go hand in hand. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and effort. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, a growth mindset encourages us to see them as opportunities for learning and improvement. When we approach our challenges with a growth mindset, we embrace mistakes as valuable lessons rather than sources of shame. This perspective shift allows us to view adversity not as something to avoid, but as something to navigate with curiosity and resilience. Here's how you can cultivate a growth mindset. 1. Reframe challenges as opportunities. Instead of thinking, "This is too difficult, I'll never be able to do it," try reframing the situation by asking yourself, "What can I learn from this experience? How can this challenge help me grow?" By focusing on growth rather than failure, you can transform even the toughest situations into learning experiences. 2. Embrace effort over perfection. In a growth mindset, effort is valued more than perfection. This means that even if you don't achieve the outcome you desire, the effort you put in is what truly matters. Celebrate the steps you took, the lessons you learned, and the resilience you demonstrated, regardless of the result. 3. Focus on progress, not perfection. Rather than aiming for perfection, focus on progress. Recognize that growth is a journey, and every step you take, no matter how small, contributes to your resilience. When you measure your success by progress rather than perfection, it becomes easier to appreciate your efforts and embrace setbacks as part of the process. The transformative power of self-compassion. Self-compassion has the power to transform not just how we view ourselves, but how we interact with the world around us. By practicing self-compassion, we create a foundation of emotional strength that enables us to handle life's challenges with grace and resilience. When we are kind to ourselves, we open ourselves up to healing, growth, and the ability to rise stronger after setbacks. Reflection. Take a moment to reflect on your own relationship with self-compassion. How do you talk to yourself when things don't go as planned? What would it look like for you to treat yourself with more kindness during tough times? Consider the ways in which practicing self-compassion could enhance your ability to bounce back from adversity and build a resilient mindset. Key takeaways. Self-compassion is a powerful tool for overcoming setbacks and building resilience. It involves treating yourself with kindness, acceptance, and understanding. Practicing self-compassion includes acknowledging your pain, speaking to yourself with kindness, accepting imperfection, practicing self-care, and forgiving yourself. A growth mindset and self-compassion go hand in hand, allowing you to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than sources of failure. By treating yourself with compassion, you can build emotional resilience and create a foundation for future success, no matter the challenges you face. In the journey toward resilience, learning to be kind to yourself is one of the most important steps you can take. By embracing self-compassion, you empower yourself to move through life's difficulties with greater strength, confidence, and a sense of peace. Chapter 7. The Power of Purpose, Reframing Challenges as Opportunities. Finding meaning in times of struggle. When faced with adversity, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, hopeless, or lost. The immediate impact of a difficult situation can cloud our judgment, making it hard to see beyond the pain. However, one of the most powerful tools for building resilience is finding meaning in our struggles. Having a sense of purpose doesn't just make tough times more bearable, it can actually help us grow stronger as we face them. Purpose is the driving force that helps us navigate adversity. It's what gives us the energy to push through difficult moments and the clarity to make decisions when we feel uncertain. When we have a clear sense of why we are enduring a particular hardship, it becomes easier to see the bigger picture and embrace the challenge rather than retreat from it. In times of struggle, we may not always have control over the circumstances we face, but we can control how we interpret them. By reframing challenges as opportunities for growth or as meaningful steps on our journey, we can change our perspective and open ourselves to new possibilities. Research shows that people who have a sense of purpose are more resilient and better able to manage stress. They view challenges as part of a larger plan or mission, and this mindset empowers them to face difficulties with determination and confidence. When we attach meaning to hardship, we reduce feelings of helplessness and increase our sense of agency in the face of adversity. Turning adversity into an opportunity for personal growth. A key element of resilience is the ability to see setbacks not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and learning. While it's natural to feel defeated in the moment, those who cultivate resilience understand that challenges are a part of life's ebb and flow. They are not something to fear, but something to work through. Reframing adversity as a chance to develop new skills, discover hidden strengths, or deepen our understanding of ourselves is one of the most effective ways to bounce back stronger from setbacks. Here's how you can begin to reframe challenges as opportunities. 1. Shift your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What can I learn from this experience?" Shifting your mindset from victimhood to curiosity opens up a world of possibility. Every challenge, no matter how difficult, has the potential to teach you something valuable. This reframing helps you focus on what you can control, your response to the situation, rather than on the circumstances themselves. 2. Focus on growth, not perfection. When facing adversity, it's easy to focus on what you're lacking or what's going wrong. However, resilience isn't about achieving perfection, it's about growth. Focus on the small victories, the lessons learned, the resilience built, and the strength developed. By doing this, you start to see challenges as opportunities to grow rather than roadblocks. 3. Embrace the process. The journey through hardship is often just as important as the outcome. Resilience comes not only from overcoming challenges, but from embracing the entire process, including the struggles, setbacks, and frustrations. These moments of discomfort are where growth happens, and by accepting them as part of the path, you increase your ability to persevere. 4. Find strength in your values. One powerful way to find purpose in adversity is to align your response to challenges with your core values. When we connect our actions to what truly matters to us, we can make even the most difficult situations feel meaningful. For example, if family is an important value, you may find strength in the idea of persevering for the sake of those you love. If helping others is central to your sense of purpose, the challenge may become an opportunity to demonstrate resilience for those who need it. 5. See setbacks as temporary. Adversity can feel overwhelming, but it's important to remind yourself that setbacks are temporary. Just as storms eventually pass, so will the challenges you face. This perspective allows you to keep moving forward, knowing that the tough times are not permanent and that your resilience will carry you through. Developing a long-term vision to guide you through tough times. In addition to finding meaning in the present moment, resilience is strengthened by having a long-term vision, a sense of purpose that transcends individual setbacks. When we have a vision for the future, we are better able to withstand the short-term discomforts of adversity, because we know that these challenges are stepping stones towards something greater. A long-term vision provides direction, motivation, and a sense of meaning that helps us stay grounded during turbulent times. It's what keeps us going when the road ahead feels uncertain. Whether your long-term vision involves personal growth, career goals, or contributions to your community, having a sense of purpose beyond the present struggle makes it easier to push through adversity. 1. Clarify your purpose. To create a long-term vision, start by clarifying your sense of purpose. What is it that you want to achieve, contribute, or become? This could be related to your career, relationships, or personal growth. The clearer your purpose, the easier it will be to stay focused on it during times of adversity. For example, if your purpose is to make a positive impact in your community, the challenges you face might be reframed as opportunities to build the strength and skills needed to help others. By keeping your long-term vision in mind, you can stay motivated and find meaning even in the most difficult situations. 2. Break down your vision into manageable steps. While your long-term vision may seem distant, it's important to break it down into smaller, manageable steps. Each setback or challenge you face may feel like a detour from your goal, but with each step, you are moving closer to your ultimate purpose. Having concrete steps and small wins along the way can make the journey feel less daunting and keep you motivated. 3. Embrace flexibility. While a long-term vision provides guidance, it's also important to remain flexible. Life is unpredictable, and obstacles will inevitably arise. A resilient mindset doesn't cling rigidly to a single plan, but instead adapts to circumstances and finds new ways to stay on course. Embrace the idea that your path to your long-term vision may look different than you originally imagined, and that's okay. Adaptability is a key trait of resilient individuals. The transformative power of purpose. The act of reframing challenges as opportunities and connecting them to a larger sense of purpose can be transformative. It shifts the way we see ourselves, our lives, and our place in the world. Purpose not only makes tough times more bearable, but it also makes us stronger, wiser, and more resilient. As you navigate adversity, remember that your challenges are not roadblocks to your happiness or success, they are stepping stones to something greater. By finding meaning in hardship and staying connected to your long-term vision, you can transform your setbacks into catalysts for growth and change. Reflection. Take a moment to reflect on the current challenges you are facing. How can you reframe these struggles as opportunities for growth? What larger purpose or vision can help you navigate through this adversity with resilience and determination? By reconnecting with your purpose, you can transform your difficulties into opportunities for personal evolution. Key takeaways. Finding meaning in times of struggle is one of the most powerful tools for building resilience. Purpose helps us navigate challenges with determination and clarity. Reframing adversity as an opportunity for growth allows us to transform setbacks into valuable learning experiences. A long-term vision gives us direction and motivation, helping us persevere through tough times. Flexibility is essential when pursuing a long-term vision. Adapt to circumstances and use setbacks as learning experiences along the way. By connecting challenges to a larger purpose, we can build a resilient mindset that turns hardship into opportunity. When life presents its greatest challenges, remember that purpose is your guiding light. By reframing adversity through the lens of meaning and long-term vision, you can not only survive difficulties, but thrive in the face of them. Chapter 8. Developing mental toughness, strengthening your inner resolve. Understanding the components of mental toughness. Mental toughness is the ability to remain focused, positive, and determined in the face of adversity. It's what allows people to keep moving forward, even when the going gets tough. While resilience is the capacity to bounce back from setbacks, mental toughness is the internal strength that keeps you going when you feel like giving up. It is a crucial component of building resilience and plays a significant role in overcoming challenges. The components of mental toughness include self-belief, trusting in your ability to handle adversity and achieve your goals, even in the face of obstacles. This involves believing in your strengths, knowledge, and skills, even when external circumstances seem unfavorable. Focus, the ability to stay focused on the task at hand, regardless of distractions or difficulties. Mental toughness enables you to narrow your attention on what matters most, which is crucial in challenging times. Resilience, the capacity to recover quickly from setbacks and keep going. Mental toughness is often intertwined with resilience, as both involve the ability to bounce back from adversity. Perseverance, the determination to keep pushing forward, even when things get tough. Mental toughness involves a deep commitment to one's goals and the persistence needed to achieve them, regardless of the difficulties faced along the way. Emotional regulation, the ability to manage and control emotional reactions, especially in stressful or challenging situations. A mentally tough person is able to stay calm and clear-headed, even when emotions run high. Optimism, the ability to stay positive, even when faced with adversity. Mental toughness is often marked by an optimistic outlook that sees setbacks as temporary and solvable. Each of these components contributes to the overall strength of your mental resilience. Cultivating mental toughness involves developing these qualities and learning how to apply them in your daily life. Strategies to cultivate grit and perseverance. Grit and perseverance are key components of mental toughness. They are the qualities that allow you to stick with your goals, even when faced with obstacles, discomfort, or failure. Developing these traits takes practice and intentional effort, but the rewards are well worth the investment. Here are some effective strategies to help you cultivate grit and perseverance. 1. Set clear, achievable goals. One of the best ways to build perseverance is to set clear, achievable goals. When you have a clear vision of what you want to accomplish, it's easier to stay motivated during tough times. Break down your larger goals into smaller, manageable steps so that you can track your progress and build momentum as you go. Every small victory adds up, and seeing your progress will keep you moving forward. 2. Embrace challenges as opportunities. Rather than seeing challenges as roadblocks, try to embrace them as opportunities to grow. Gritty individuals view setbacks and difficulties as part of the process, something to overcome rather than avoid. When faced with a challenge, remind yourself that it's a chance to build strength, learn something new, and improve. 3. Develop a routine of consistent effort. Consistency is a hallmark of perseverance. Developing a routine or schedule that incorporates steady, focused effort will help you build mental toughness over time. Even when progress seems slow, sticking to your routine and consistently showing up will eventually lead to success. 4. Focus on the bigger picture. When facing a setback or difficulty, it can be easy to get lost in the details and become discouraged. Instead, try to maintain a long-term perspective. Focus on your larger goal or vision and remind yourself why it matters. This will help you stay motivated when the immediate situation feels overwhelming. 5. Practice patience and delayed gratification. Mental toughness often requires the ability to delay immediate rewards in favor of long-term goals. Practice patience and resist the urge to give up or seek quick fixes. Understand that true progress often comes slowly, and that sustained effort over time will lead to greater rewards. 6. Celebrate effort, not just outcomes. While it's important to celebrate achievements, it's equally important to recognize and reward the effort you put into the process. Acknowledging your hard work, regardless of the outcome, reinforces the mindset that effort is the key to growth and success. This helps you stay focused on the journey rather than getting discouraged by temporary setbacks. How to keep going when you feel like giving up. There will inevitably come a time in every journey when you feel like giving up. Whether it's burnout, frustration, or self-doubt, these feelings are a natural part of pushing yourself toward growth. However, it's during these moments that mental toughness is most important. Here are some practical strategies to help you keep going when you feel like giving up. 1. Revisit your why. When you're feeling defeated, reconnect with the reason why you started your journey in the first place. What is your ultimate goal or purpose? How does this journey align with your values and aspirations? Reconnecting with your why can reignite your motivation and help you push through difficult moments. 2. Break it down. When the road ahead feels too daunting, break your task or goal down into smaller, more manageable parts. Focus on taking one step at a time, rather than worrying about the entire process. By breaking the challenge down into bite-sized pieces, you can prevent yourself from feeling overwhelmed and make it easier to keep going. 3. Visualize success. Visualization is a powerful tool for staying motivated. Close your eyes and imagine yourself achieving your goal. Picture the process of overcoming challenges, and see yourself triumphing in the end. This mental imagery can boost your confidence and remind you that success is possible, even in the face of adversity. 4. Focus on what you can control. When facing difficult situations, it's easy to feel helpless. However, by focusing on what you can control, you regain a sense of agency. Whether it's adjusting your attitude, taking a break, or changing your approach, focusing on your next step rather than the obstacles ahead empowers you to keep moving forward. 5. Get support. Sometimes, the best way to stay mentally tough is to reach out for support. Surrounding yourself with positive, encouraging people who believe in you can help you stay resilient when you feel like giving up. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. A strong support system can provide both practical assistance and emotional encouragement. Building a mental toughness practice. Like physical fitness, mental toughness is something that can be developed with consistent practice. Here are some daily habits and practices to help you strengthen your mental resolve. 1. Positive affirmations. Start each day with a set of positive affirmations to set the tone for your mindset. Tell yourself that you are capable, resilient, and strong. Affirmations help you develop self-belief and set a positive, growth-oriented mindset for the day. 2. Stress management techniques. Developing mental toughness doesn't mean ignoring stress, it means learning how to manage it effectively. Incorporate stress management practices like deep breathing, meditation, or exercise into your daily routine. These practices help you maintain emotional balance, even in high-pressure situations. 3. Embrace discomfort. Mental toughness thrives in discomfort. Whether it's pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone or staying present through a challenging situation, embracing discomfort strengthens your resilience. When you challenge yourself regularly, you build the mental endurance necessary to face life's toughest moments. 4. Reflection and journaling. Take time to reflect on your experiences and write about them. Journaling allows you to process emotions, track your progress, and gain insights into your journey. Reflecting on your challenges and triumphs helps you see how far you've come and what you've learned along the way. Key takeaways. Mental toughness is the inner strength that allows you to stay focused, determined, and positive in the face of adversity. It involves self-belief, perseverance, emotional regulation, and optimism. Grit and perseverance can be cultivated through goal setting, embracing challenges, and developing consistent effort. When you feel like giving up, revisit your purpose, break your goals into smaller steps, visualize success, focus on what you can control, and seek support. Mental toughness can be strengthened with regular practice. Positive affirmations, stress management techniques, and embracing discomfort are all effective ways to build inner resolve. As you build your mental toughness, remember that it's not about avoiding difficulties, it's about developing the strength and resilience to face them head-on. With the right mindset and strategies, you can push through even the toughest moments and emerge stronger on the other side. Chapter 9. Resilience in Action, Stories of People Who've Overcome Adversity. Real-world examples of resilience can be incredibly powerful. They demonstrate that no matter how overwhelming life's challenges may seem, others have found ways to overcome them, and so can you. In this chapter, we will explore several remarkable stories of individuals who faced tremendous adversity and emerged stronger, offering valuable lessons that you can apply to your own life. Real-world examples of resilience in the face of setbacks. 1. Nelson Mandela, from prison to presidency. Nelson Mandela is one of the most iconic examples of resilience. He spent 27 years in prison under harsh conditions, enduring physical and emotional hardships. Despite the prolonged injustice, Mandela never lost sight of his vision for a free and equal South Africa. His time in prison was not spent in bitterness, but in personal growth and reflection. He used his experience to cultivate an unwavering belief in the power of forgiveness and unity. When he was released in 1990, Mandela could have easily chosen to seek revenge against those who had oppressed him. However, he chose the path of reconciliation and forgiveness, which eventually led to his election as South Africa's first black president. His resilience in the face of adversity not only helped him personally but also inspired a nation and the world to reconsider the power of compassion over anger. Lesson learned: even in the darkest moments, you can choose how to respond to adversity. Resilience is not just about enduring, it's about using your challenges as opportunities for personal transformation and greater purpose. 2. Malala Yousafzai, a voice for girls' education. Malala Yousafzai, a Pakistani activist, is another powerful example of resilience. At the age of 15, Malala was shot by the Taliban for advocating girls' right to education. Despite the life-threatening injuries she sustained, she refused to be silenced. She continued to speak out for education rights for girls worldwide, becoming the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize laureate in 2014. Malala's resilience lies not only in her recovery from the attack but also in her ability to remain committed to her cause. Her story is one of strength, courage, and unshakable belief in the importance of education as a means to empower individuals and transform societies. Lesson learned: resilience is about maintaining your values and purpose, even in the face of physical danger. The challenges you face don't define you, how you choose to react and what you choose to fight for does. 3. Bethany Hamilton, overcoming the loss of an arm to pursue her dream. Bethany Hamilton, a professional surfer, was just 13 years old when a shark attack took her left arm. The attack could have ended her surfing career and her dreams of becoming a professional athlete. However, Bethany's resilience shone through as she refused to give up on her passion. After the attack, she learned to surf again, adapting her style to accommodate her new reality. Within just a few months, she was back in the water, and a year later, she was competing in professional surfing competitions. Bethany's story is not just one of physical recovery but of emotional resilience. She had to navigate the trauma and grief of losing part of her body while staying true to her passion. Today, she continues to inspire others with her message of never giving up, no matter what challenges life throws your way. Lesson learned: resilience doesn't mean returning to life exactly as it was before the hardship. Sometimes, it means adapting to new circumstances, finding a new path, and continuing to pursue what you love in the face of adversity. 4. Oprah Winfrey, rising above a traumatic childhood. Oprah Winfrey is known as one of the most influential figures in media today, but her path to success was not easy. Oprah experienced a traumatic childhood, which included being raised in poverty, physical abuse, and sexual assault. Despite these challenges, Oprah's resilience allowed her to overcome adversity. She used her experiences to fuel her drive to succeed, becoming a media mogul and philanthropist, known for her empathy and commitment to helping others. What makes Oprah's resilience especially inspiring is her ability to turn her pain into purpose. She has used her platform to share her story and advocate for those who face similar struggles, proving that even the deepest wounds can be transformed into sources of strength and healing. Lesson learned: resilience is not just about surviving hardship, it's about using your experiences, however painful, to propel you forward. The ability to forgive, heal, and channel that pain into something positive is a hallmark of emotional strength. 5. Stephen Hawking, conquering the limitations of ALS. Stephen Hawking, one of the world's most renowned theoretical physicists, was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, at the age of 21 and was given just a few years to live. Despite the debilitating progression of the disease, which gradually robbed him of his physical abilities, Hawking's mind remained sharp. He continued his groundbreaking work in cosmology and black holes, becoming one of the most celebrated scientists in history. Hawking's resilience was not just in how he coped with the physical limitations imposed by ALS, but in how he chose to live with those limitations. He used technology to communicate and wrote some of the most influential scientific books of the 20th and 21st centuries. His work and spirit continue to inspire countless people to approach their own challenges with a mindset of possibility, not limitation. Lesson learned: resilience often involves finding ways to live fully, even in the face of serious limitations. When circumstances seem insurmountable, resilience is about creating opportunities to continue growing, contributing, and pursuing your purpose. What we can learn from those who bounced back stronger. These stories highlight several key traits shared by people who've overcome extreme adversity. Purpose: whether it's fighting for justice, advocating for education, or pursuing a passion, a strong sense of purpose is often the driving force behind resilience. When you have a clear why, it can help you push through challenges and stay focused on the bigger picture. Adaptability: resilience often requires adjusting to new circumstances. Whether it's learning to function with a physical disability or adapting to a new role in life, the ability to bend without breaking is crucial for long-term success. Forgiveness and compassion: resilience involves not only fighting for what you believe in but also letting go of grudges and finding peace with what has happened. This allows you to move forward, both for your own healing and for the greater good. Determination: every individual who has overcome major adversity has shown an unyielding determination to keep going. They didn't give up, even when things seemed impossible. This drive is what allows them to rise above and beyond their challenges. Emotional resilience: all of these stories involve navigating and managing strong emotions, whether fear, anger, or grief. The ability to recognize and process these emotions without letting them control your actions is a critical element of bouncing back. Applying their lessons to your own journey. While each of these individuals faced unique challenges, the core principles of resilience that they embodied can be applied to your own life. Reflecting on these stories, consider the following questions: what is your why? What drives you to keep going when life gets tough? How can you adapt your approach when faced with adversity? What new strategies or mindsets might help you move forward? Are there any areas where you need to forgive or release past pain in order to grow stronger? How can you build emotional resilience to stay grounded and focused in difficult times? What will it take for you to stay determined, even when the road ahead seems daunting? By taking inspiration from these real-life examples, you can cultivate the resilience and strength needed to overcome your own setbacks. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable, but your ability to persevere and grow through them is within your control. You have the power to bounce back stronger, just as these remarkable individuals have done. Key takeaways: resilience is not just about surviving hardship, it's about growing through it and transforming adversity into strength. Real-world examples show that with purpose, adaptability, forgiveness, determination, and emotional resilience, anyone can overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. Applying the lessons learned from others' stories can provide valuable insights into how to approach your own struggles with strength and hope. Chapter 10. Looking forward, building a resilient future. In the journey of building resilience, it's essential to look beyond the immediate hardships and focus on how to create lasting strength for the future. Resilience is not just about bouncing back from adversity, it's about laying the foundation for continued growth, learning, and thriving long after the storm has passed. This chapter will guide you through strategies for maintaining resilience over time, help you create a concrete action plan to strengthen your resilience, and encourage you to live a life of adaptability, persistence, and emotional strength. Long-term strategies for maintaining resilience. While resilience is often tested during times of hardship, it is also something that can be nurtured over the long term. Here are some strategies to ensure your resilience remains strong, no matter what challenges come your way. 1. Develop a regular practice of self-care. Self-care isn't just about pampering yourself when you're feeling down, it's about taking proactive steps to maintain your physical, emotional, and mental health. Developing a regular routine that includes physical exercise, nutritious food, quality sleep, and mindfulness practices is crucial for maintaining your resilience over time. Physical well-being is often intertwined with mental health, and when you take care of your body, it becomes easier to handle emotional and psychological stress. Additionally, invest time in activities that bring you joy and peace, whether that's reading, painting, spending time with loved ones, or taking nature walks. By making self-care an essential part of your routine, you will be better equipped to face challenges and build long-term resilience. 2. Stay connected to your purpose. Resilience thrives when you have a clear sense of purpose. When life gets tough, your purpose becomes the guiding star that keeps you moving forward. It's important to stay connected to what gives your life meaning, whether it's your family, career, personal growth, or a cause you care deeply about. Your sense of purpose provides the emotional fuel that enables you to persevere through hardship. Take time regularly to reflect on what matters most to you. Reassess your goals, adjust your approach, and renew your commitment to your larger mission in life. By doing so, you will stay focused and grounded when adversity strikes, ensuring that challenges don't cause you to lose sight of your long-term vision. 3. Build emotional resilience through continuous learning. Emotional resilience is a muscle that can be strengthened through practice. Commit to lifelong learning and personal development, both through formal education and informal experiences. Whether it's reading books, attending workshops, or learning from the people around you, emotional growth is an ongoing process. The more you learn about your emotional triggers, your thought patterns, and your responses to stress, the better you will be at managing difficult emotions. Developing emotional literacy, understanding your emotions and learning how to regulate them, will help you respond to future challenges with greater clarity and self-awareness. Additionally, emotional resilience enables you to bounce back from setbacks more quickly and with greater insight. 4. Embrace change as a constant. Resilience is built on the ability to adapt to change. In today's world, change is inevitable, whether it comes in the form of personal growth, career shifts, or changes in your social and family life. The more flexible and open you are to change, the stronger your resilience will be. Rather than resisting change, try to embrace it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and innovate. Approach change with curiosity rather than fear, and look for the opportunities within every challenge. Flexibility and adaptability are crucial qualities for maintaining resilience over the long haul. 5. Cultivate a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed over time through hard work, dedication, and learning. People with a growth mindset are more likely to overcome challenges because they see setbacks as opportunities to learn, rather than signs of failure. To cultivate a growth mindset, reframe your thinking about mistakes and failures. Instead of viewing them as something to avoid, see them as essential parts of your growth process. Every failure is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself, your strengths, and the strategies that work best for you. Embrace challenges as part of your journey toward greater resilience. Creating an action plan to strengthen your resilience. Building resilience is not a passive process, it requires deliberate action. Here's how to create an actionable plan to continue strengthening your resilience. 1. Identify areas for growth. Start by reflecting on your current resilience. What are your strengths, and where do you struggle the most? Are you able to handle stress effectively, or do you find yourself overwhelmed? Do you have a strong support network, or do you tend to isolate yourself in difficult times? Once you identify areas for improvement, create specific goals to address them. For example, if you struggle with stress management, set a goal to learn and practice mindfulness techniques regularly. If you have a hard time maintaining a sense of purpose, create a vision board or a list of long-term goals to remind you of your values and motivations. 2. Develop small, sustainable habits. Resilience isn't built overnight, it's a gradual process. Focus on making small, sustainable changes that add up over time. Commit to daily or weekly habits that will improve your physical and emotional well-being, like exercising, journaling, practicing gratitude, or spending time with loved ones. Start small and gradually increase the intensity of your efforts. This could include things like setting aside 10 minutes a day for mindfulness or attending therapy once a month to build emotional resilience. 3. Create a support system. A strong support network is one of the most effective ways to strengthen your resilience. Surround yourself with people who are positive, supportive, and who encourage you to grow. Identify people you can turn to during difficult times and ask for help when needed. Similarly, offer your support to others, as helping others build resilience will also help you build your own. Additionally, consider seeking professional support, whether from a coach, therapist, or counselor, to ensure you have the guidance and tools to navigate tough situations. 4. Monitor your progress and adjust your plan. As with any goal, it's important to track your progress and make adjustments when needed. Regularly evaluate how you're doing with your resilience-building efforts. Are the strategies you've chosen working? Are you consistently following through with your action plan? If you encounter setbacks or challenges, don't be discouraged. Instead, use them as learning opportunities and adjust your approach accordingly. Celebrating small victories along the way is just as important as acknowledging areas that need improvement. Reflecting on your progress will remind you of how far you've come, which can motivate you to continue. Living a resilient life beyond adversity. Building resilience isn't just about getting through difficult times, it's about using your experiences to shape a life of strength, purpose, and growth. As you continue to build resilience, you will begin to see challenges as opportunities for transformation. You will learn to live in a way that reflects your values, and you'll find new ways to thrive, even when life doesn't go as planned. Living a resilient life means embracing the ups and downs of life with grace, knowing that each setback is just a stepping stone to greater wisdom and strength. It's about creating a life where you are in control of your thoughts, emotions, and actions, no matter what circumstances you face. Key takeaways: resilience is a lifelong journey, and you must intentionally nurture it with self-care, adaptability, and purpose. Building resilience requires actionable steps, including creating sustainable habits, staying connected to your purpose, and seeking support when needed. A resilient future is not about avoiding challenges, but about growing stronger through them and living with an unwavering belief in your ability to overcome obstacles. By developing resilience today, you are setting yourself up to thrive long into the future, no matter what life throws your way. Chapter 11. Conclusion: Thriving through life's challenges. The journey of building resilience is not a one-time event, it is an ongoing practice that shapes how you respond to adversity, and ultimately, how you grow and thrive through life's challenges. By now, you have explored many aspects of resilience, from its biological foundation and emotional agility to the role of community support and purpose. You have learned how to cultivate a growth mindset, how to stay grounded in mindfulness, and how to turn setbacks into stepping stones for greater strength. But the journey doesn't end here. This chapter will focus on how to continue growing after setbacks, the importance of embracing resilience as a lifelong practice, and how to take the lessons you've learned and apply them in a meaningful way to your life moving forward. Thriving through challenges is not just about surviving, it's about thriving with a deeper understanding of yourself, your capacity for growth, and your ability to overcome whatever life throws your way. How to continue growing after setbacks. Resilience is about more than recovering from hardship, it's about continually expanding your capacity to handle life's difficulties. Growth doesn't end once you've overcome a particular obstacle. In fact, each time you face a setback, you have an opportunity to build upon what you've learned and apply it to future challenges. 1. Embrace the lesson in every setback. Every setback holds a lesson, even if it doesn't seem obvious at first. The key to growing after a setback is to reflect on what happened, what you learned from the experience, and how you can apply those lessons in the future. Ask yourself questions like, what did I learn about myself through this experience? How can I improve my approach the next time I face a similar challenge? What strengths did I discover or develop during this adversity? The more you reflect on these questions, the easier it will be to transform difficult experiences into opportunities for growth. 2. Build on your strengths. Through each challenge, you gain a deeper understanding of your strengths, whether it's your resilience, your ability to stay calm under pressure, or your determination to keep going when things get tough. When you face adversity, it's important to acknowledge and build upon those strengths. Doing so will not only help you navigate future challenges, but will also give you a sense of empowerment and confidence. Start by taking stock of your personal strengths, and reflect on times when they helped you overcome obstacles. Then, identify ways to strengthen those areas further so that you can continue to use them to your advantage in the future. 3. Use adversity as fuel for growth. When faced with difficulty, the natural impulse is often to want to retreat or avoid the challenge altogether. But true growth comes when we push through adversity, learning from it and using it as fuel to propel ourselves forward. Every time you face a new challenge, remind yourself that you have faced difficulties before and emerged stronger. Each setback is an opportunity to reinforce the skills you've cultivated and expand your ability to deal with adversity. Embracing resilience as a lifelong practice. Resilience is not a trait you either have or don't have, it's something that can be developed and strengthened throughout your life. Just as physical fitness requires regular practice and attention, so too does emotional and mental resilience. The more consistently you practice the strategies that build resilience, the stronger your foundation will become. 1. Resilience requires commitment. Building resilience doesn't happen overnight. It's a lifelong journey that involves continually practicing skills like emotional agility, mindfulness, and self-compassion. In the same way that you wouldn't expect to become physically fit by exercising only once, you can't expect to build resilience by working on it in short bursts. Regularly practice the tools and strategies you've learned, whether it's journaling, meditation, or connecting with supportive people, and over time, you will see significant improvement in how you handle life's challenges. 2. Resilience is a choice. Resilience is as much about your mindset as it is about your actions. Every day, you have a choice. You can choose to be defeated by adversity, or you can choose to embrace resilience, recognizing challenges as part of your journey rather than barriers to your success. The more you make the active choice to practice resilience, the more it becomes a natural part of your character. You will find yourself bouncing back more quickly from setbacks, seeing them as opportunities for growth, and approaching life with a deeper sense of purpose and resolve. 3. Resilience thrives in connection. While personal strength and mental toughness are vital components of resilience, it's equally important to nurture your relationships with others. As we've discussed throughout this book, having a strong support network is one of the most powerful tools you can have in building resilience. People are social beings, and our relationships provide the emotional nourishment we need to face life's difficulties with strength and confidence. As you continue to build resilience, remember that it's not just about how well you can handle challenges on your own, it's also about how well you can lean on others, ask for help, and offer support in return. Through connection and shared experiences, you can become even more resilient together. Your resilient journey, the road ahead. Now that you have the tools, strategies, and insights to build resilience, your journey continues. Life will inevitably present you with more challenges, but each one will serve as an opportunity for growth. As you continue to cultivate resilience, remember that the process is not about avoiding hardship, but about strengthening your ability to cope with and learn from it. 1. Keep the big picture in mind. In the midst of struggle, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. Remember, resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about creating a life that's meaningful, purposeful, and fulfilling, even when challenges arise. Keep focusing on your long-term vision, and use each hardship as an opportunity to move closer to your goals. Life's challenges are the soil from which your personal growth can flourish. 2. Celebrate your progress. It's easy to get caught up in the next challenge, but it's equally important to take time to celebrate your progress. Look back at how far you've come and acknowledge the strength, perseverance, and wisdom you've gained through each challenge. This reflection not only reinforces your resilience, but also motivates you to keep going, even when future setbacks seem daunting. 3. Trust the process. There will be times when you feel uncertain about the future or unsure of how to continue. During these moments, trust that the process of resilience building is working, even if it's not always immediately visible. Every step you take, every lesson you learn, and every moment you push through difficulty is strengthening your resilience and shaping you into someone who can handle whatever life brings. Final thoughts: thriving through challenges. Resilience is not merely about surviving life's challenges, it's about thriving in the face of adversity. It's about cultivating the strength to rise, the courage to keep going, and the wisdom to embrace the lessons that come with each struggle. By viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and transformation, you create a life where you are not only surviving but flourishing, no matter what comes your way. Your resilient journey is just beginning. Keep moving forward, keep growing, and keep thriving through life's challenges. You are capable of more than you know, and each day is another opportunity to prove that to yourself. The road ahead may be uncertain, but with resilience, you can face whatever lies ahead with strength, grace, and unwavering determination.